This episode is brought to you by Fox One. Watch all 104 matches of the FIFA World Cup live in 4K for just $19.99 a month with 3 days free. Build your own multi-view, choose up to 3 streams, and follow player spotlights. Stay on top of every moment with live stats, highlights, and instant replays. The FIFA World Cup, streaming live on Fox One. Offers are subject to change. See fox.com for complete terms and conditions.
Faraday presenta Ojos con Alergia y Picazón contra el jardinero. Y el ganador es Faraday Extra Fuerte. Para aliviar la picazón de los ojos por alergia, actúa más rápido y supera a Claritin y Flonase aún a las 24 horas. Faraday, adelante.
This show is part of the Head Stuff Podcast Network.
But now, before, have you seen this photo that our good man Pat Fortune sent us?
No, also shout out to Pat Fortune.
Pat Fortune, one of the real ones. He sent us that the other day on Instagram.
Holy.
Yeah.
And so it's not Pat, it's Pat's brother.
Pat's brother.
Held his 21st in a hotel in Enniscorthy.
Yeah.
About halfway through the evening celebrations, a leather-clad figure sauntered down, great word, Pat, sauntered.
Nice.
Down the stairs to the hall. He was a guest in the hotel and was probably looking for something to do in the cultural void that is Enniscorthy. How dare you, Pat? I take it all back. He instantly...
The views and opinions of Pat Fortune do not reflect those of Startup Industries.
He instantly became the focus of the evening, posing for photos and telling stories. Probably nabbed a few lads' wives later on. And who is it?
Young George Best.
Pat Mustard.
An old George Best, even. But
that's a great photo. So this is 97. So just keep that in mind now for just...
that's perfect for the era we're going into.
For the aging wise.
Yes.
Yeah. Because we'll start out with, what I'll show you is, I'll show you a photo.
Yeah.
Or a few. It's these ones over here.
Okay.
Yeah. There he is, playing in Hong Kong.
Nice.
1982.
Yeah.
He went over and signed a deal that he was going to play, I believe, 3 games, 2 for CB, and so spelled, it's like the C.
Yeah.
Like a pirate's favourite letter.
Okay.
R.
R.
You think it'd be R, but it'd be the C. Mm-hmm. He plays 2 games for them, and then Rangers.
Oh.
Hong Kong Rangers.
Oh, Hong Kong Rangers.
Which I was like, oh, bullet dodged.
Yes.
And then I looked into them, and oh no, not bullet dodge, bullet back in. It's a crest of Rangers.
It's what?
It is it's Glasgow Rangers.
The loyalist contingent of Hong Kong.
Yeah, I didn't out that I looked into the league a little bit more. The Hong Kong league, very interesting. They had the one team called South China, which I was like, well, that is Hong Kong.
Yeah.
There's a whole team named after it. But there was companies who were like, I'll just buy a football team. We've got a factory over there already.
Sure.
Let's do the initial idea of what football was. Which is like, oh yeah, it's all factory-based teams.
Yeah.
We'll get the best lads who play for our factory. We'll just do a team like that.
Sure.
That's kind of what like Hong Kong soccer was back in the 80s.
Okay.
They just had their own... Also, you'll see, like Bobby Moore will pop up constantly in George Best's life. Just because of post-serious playing career. He's like, notable stars at the time, like George Best and Bobby Moore. It feels like there was 7 lads who were just going to every country. I'd be like, what was it? I was getting paid an enormous amount of money for 3 games that no one really remembers or cared. It was in a country that no one even follows soccer. 30,000 people came down to see a game they didn't really understand.
And he just seems to be going further and further beyond, like...
the Western modern world.
Western soccer civilizations. Like, how much do you know about football? You've heard a couple of the big names from 20 years ago? Beautiful. Let's sign the deal right now. Ignore any letters you get in the next week or so.
The internet hadn't existed
yet. Sure. You're just going further and further afield to make more money. Fuck up another team and then head to Hong Kong.
But see, at this time, I wouldn't even mind that, because if you're doing these exhibition games where it's like, it's 3 games, it doesn't really mean anything.
Sure.
Say Cork Celtic. I mean, oh no, that's not fair. All of these games are in their league season.
Yeah.
It's in a league that doesn't matter, / the money they're getting from the attendance covers the cost. So really what this is it's an exhibition that has the name of a serious game.
A victimless crime.
Yeah.
So he's got the statistic of playing for both Celtic and Rangers.
But
Cork Celtic and Hong Kong Rangers.
Yes.
That's even better.
Yeah.
Those 2 are bitter rivals. You rarely ever see them in the same. All the games have to be played behind closed doors.
What a friendly that'd be. Pre-season.
Cork Celtic and Hong Kong Rangers.
But in terms of the football that was being played over here, I think you're talking about maybe 1,500 people at a game, maybe 2,000 people. Not that big.
Okay.
I don't think it was like what it used to be of like 30,000 people showing up constantly.
Yeah.
But it's still a big enough deal for Hong Kong at the time. Reports of his time here vary.
Yeah.
All the way from teetotal.
To the truth.
Yeah, quite literally drinking all the tea you could find in South China. But like literally, he's drinking black tea
Okay.
and he's telling people he's teetotal. Which visuals with the
That's funny.
it's very good, and he's done that pretty much everywhere he goes now. He does this.
Okay.
This is the year I referenced in the last episode where he's like, no, he is sober for a year.
Right.
And it's in and around one of these points. I think he's trying when he's in Hong Kong, but there are occasionally reports of people saying, no, try Met Best. I mean, yeah, he was drinking tea all night, and then at some point he came up and was like, 3 Carlsberg, my good man. And we drank for 6 hours. I left home, didn't actually know he was still there. I assume he went home at some point.
Sure.
You're like, but that's a small falling off the wagon for George.
Yeah.
So he's still trying to, at this point, be like, no, I have fucked it. I'm bankrupt. Because he's gone home from America. He's lost all his money. The wife has left him. I don't even know if he has money for her to get in the divorce. So he's really got nothing now. Although he does have a giant tax bill. That's about £16,000 at the time. Still a lot of money. And George wouldn't have that money. And then by the time he's like, I'll pay it back little by little. And the revenue are like, well, no, the thing about you going to America all these years and traversing the world and making this money that you're not declaring while owing us a lot of money.
Yeah.
That it's probably the truth's somewhere in between.
Sure.
But that they're not willing to accept, I said, like 10 grand now and 6 grand once a month, 1 grand every month for like 6 grand, whatever it is. That £16,000 figure skyrockets to about £72,000.
Right.
Which he still doesn't have.
But maybe this is where the story goes. I don't think so, but surely he's like the prototype for. He's what era is this? The 80s?
This is the 80s.
The 80s, and he's a washed up, out of shape Belfast man who's just lost his wife and owes the government a whole load of money, and he's in Hong Kong, hopping a skip to Thailand. That's like the bread and butter.
He could have just got
But he like used to be famous back home.
At least 3 more years of football.
Has burnt all of his bridges, can't go back to the West. The East is a calling. This is the guy. I feel like Thailand now is made up of this man.
This is New conspiracy, George Best never died. He just relocated.
No, I feel this is the first time I felt bad for him in these 6 episodes. Like, it was right there, George.
He was so close.
He was just
if only.
a man out of time. A man out of timeland.
But I was going to say that he was having enough fun anyway in Hong Kong because he was part of a darts team that played in the local pub called the Press Studs, which is a combination of the players and the journalists.
Nice.
Would get together and get drunk and play darts in a competitive league.
That's who you want to be drinking with, the journalists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were, genuinely, I'd say this is one of the few people you're like, it's George Best. He honestly could say anything. And they'd go, I still want him to like me. I'm not going to run that. That's going to make George look bad.
Sure.
Because by this stage, he's only playing abroad for the paycheck.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's bankrupt when he came back from the States. So when he's gone back to England, the only team he can get is Bournemouth in Division 3.
Okay.
As he goes there at the end of, at the end of that December in 82. He plays 5 games for them in the rest of that season.
Nice.
And that's really his last, he's kind of there, but really I'm in the 3rd division. Yeah. I know the guy who owns the club. It's a little bit of money on the side. I can't really commit to it full time because I'm also going to play for Brisbane Lions.
In Australia?
In Australia.
Nice.
A more Western first world country, but even more backwards in terms of football.
Even further away from mainstream soccer news.
Yeah. They still haven't got news of the 68 Cup final.
It's a beautiful system because when all the papers are printing the stories about him getting drunk and fucking over the teams, they're all asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, by the time they wake up, the news is asleep in the Northern Hemisphere. They don't know what's been going on.
Is pretty much what he's offered 3 games.
Yeah.
50 grand.
Okay.
For that, which would cover most of his bills at that stage.
Sure.
Yeah. So he goes down there right beforehand. He plays a game for, I believe it's before he goes down there. He plays a game for Newry Town against Shamrock Rovers.
Nice.
Yeah, and he also plays a game for Tobermoor United, a team in Belfast, just his local. It's not Craiga Boys, but it's like a senior team there.
Okay.
That's just after, I guess, he gets back from Australia, but that's the very, very tail end of the... I kind of have to stop saying the tail end of the good times because it keeps getting...
it's been tailing off now. Was he... I'm sure the press could have a field day with that. He's probably a bit overweight by the time he's playing for Tubbermore.
Now, because I even said it in the last episode, or at some point, have been like, he's getting heavier, and he is getting a little heavier.
Yeah.
But genuinely, considering how much he's drinking, that you would be like, he should be in a lot worse shape.
He's all right.
There's lads now who go to the gym who aren't in as good a shape as George Best when he was.
He's not even 30 at this stage, is he?
Oh no, he'd be in his 30s now. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
then fair play to him.
Yeah, but upon arriving in Australia, he did a little press conference at the airport when they get there. He says, "I don't have a drinking problem. I'm an alcoholic, and there's a difference."
Yeah, I have no problem with drinking. It is a problem with me. There's lots of diseases, and you prescribe medicine for them.
Cures.
If you don't take the medicine and you just keep drinking, you lose a little bit of credit.
But now he does some work in terms of it'd be in and around this time where he gets like pellets inserted into his stomach.
Okay.
Anti-alcohol pellets.
Right.
Now, he would have tried this before in the States. I told you that he was taking medication that you'd get like violently sick if you started drinking alcohol. And he just kept drinking, got violently sick. He was like, I just wanted a test to make sure they were working. But like, so
got to put them through the paces.
But like in Hong Kong, he was kind of off of it or trying pretty strongly. In Australia, because if you Google George Best in Australia, you'd imagine. And straight away, Google could pop up and tell you, the stories. But in fairness, the first time he was sober, 1983, he goes down there. Again, it's only 3 games. But he's like, no, I do need to actually cop on here. And or maybe some people cover for him. But genuinely, all of his big crack in Australia is like, no, he goes down in like 89, 90, and he's non-stop drinking then. Okay. He's like making a show of himself. But they're going like, no, he actually came over and he played 3 games and he was sober for like 2 weeks.
Fair enough.
Oh, and also I forgot to mention when you were talking about his weight.
Well,
yeah, you brought up his weight.
I did bring it up.
Thing.
That's true. Only because I wanted to make a
make a quick pass,
a lowbrow Tubbermore joke. But I was saying that the journalists would do that. Low-down paparazzo would do that. I'd never say that.
Well, I'll say something now to make you feel even worse.
Okay.
That he did an interview when he was down in Australia with Michael Parkinson of Parkinson fame. He did an interview with him down there, and Best had said at some point he was like, no, I'm alcoholic, and obviously I've been through a lot of troubles with this, and I wouldn't talk about it an awful lot. He's like, I think the longest I ever went was, he said it was 21 or 22 days without eating.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just on a 3-week bender of just non-stop pints. And yeah. Now maybe he's eaten something in there.
Sure, how would you know is my question.
But yeah, exactly. But also just the idea of drinking the head of yourself 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
Like, this is the damage he was doing to his body. Untold. But he's now 37.
Well, I think it is told.
Literally told, in a 5-hour long podcast called Shy Talk History. He's 37 by now. Keep showing up for testimonials and exhibition games. He'll do that for years, even though he's like completely crippled at this stage.
Sure.
But he's like, he'll take the money.
Fresh back from the Hong Kong circuit.
But see, he comes back and he's like, back from Australia. He's done Hong Kong, pretty sober. He's done Australia, sober. He's getting some money together. It's going well. He's doing interviews where he's telling people he's an alcoholic and he's trying his best to stay off of it. And they're like, fuck, this is the year he's actually sober. And then in late 1984, he's caught drink driving again.
Oh.
He's arrested for that. He's set out on bail.
Okay.
Doesn't show up to the court date. I think it's like the next day or later that day. I think it's at night time he's been caught, and the next day it's like just come down to court. Doesn't show up, so the police go over to his house, and so he resists arrests, gets arrested. One of the police officers supposedly yells an Irish slur that I can't find. They won't say what it is.
Wow.
And I just want it to be like, it don't matter what it is. They deserve to burn for it. But like, it's probably just Mick or Paddy or like...
Sure.
Yeah. But Best doesn't take kindly to it. And he headbutts the police officer. And then he goes in and spends 12 weeks in jail. Misses Christmas because he's after drunken driving assault multiple times now.
He loves Christmas though.
Great time no one gives out to you for drinking at Christmas time.
That's true.
Yeah. But he spends Christmas in the Slammer down in Pentonville prison. I thought I heard the name of it before.
Yeah,
it's like a big one.
And very familiar.
Yeah, and it sounds familiar.
Yeah,
because it probably is a big one. But then you find out that George actually only did about a week or so here, and then goes and does 7 weeks. He does 8 of the 12 he only has to serve, and about 7 of those weeks are done in an open air prison where he's just like Walker, like Van Diemen's lad.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, probably a little bit better than Van Diemen's.
Sure.
But while he's in this open air prison, that's when a little organization called the Ra send a letter into being like, George, just letting you know.
Little paper airplane into the open air prison.
Honestly, that wouldn't be the only thing. There's lads going by, I heard, like giving him Chineses.
Right.
He's like, lads are just giving us, it's George Best. It's
Yeah.
like, do you want a pint? Okay. But the Ra get in touch to be like, we can break you out. He's like,
We know how.
I can walk out myself. It's
Yeah.
an open air. Don't need. It's 8 weeks.
Okay.
Please don't.
Don't.
Aren't you the lads who threatened to shoot me before?
That was the provisional IRA. We're the real IRA.
We're the real provisional IRA.
Yeah. We're provisionally breaking you out for real.
This show is part of the Head Stuff Podcast Network, a hub for the creative and the curious. Shows are produced in association with Head Stuff and the Podcast Studios Dublin. Find out more or become a member at headstuffpodcasts.com.